couple of other ideas. So now you can go ahead and make dashboards. You can go ahead, make some charts and things like that, some slicers. But what I want to focus on is I want to predict something here. I want to predict how much I'm going to sell. Okay, so quantity sold. So I'm going to go up to data, and I'm going to go to data analysis. Okay, I'm going to go to regression. And, okay, so we're going to do regression here, and we're going to predict for quantity sold. Okay, and we want to be careful that we don't grab any more of these data points over here, like number of customers and things like that when we're to use to predict quantity sold. We can certainly try it, but we just want to be careful that we're not going to create what's called multi-collinearity, and we'll talk about that in data mining. So let's just play around with the construction spending and retail goods. Okay, so we're just going to grab Q and R. We're going to grab labels, and let's just do a new worksheet ply over here. We'll do the residuals, and then hit OK. So now we have our data. Okay, now first things first, get that yellow highlighter moving. Okay, get that highlighting stuff going in all those spots that I taught you. Okay. And then a little bit of like an orange or something there. Okay, so here's what we got going on. Clearly, construction spending is good for selling bottles of water. What that means is every time construction spending goes up by $1 or by a unit, we sell 885 more quantity. Okay, so that's what that means. Down here it suggests retail goods sales don't really have a strong relationship to selling bottles of water. Now that could be because our customers are construction customers, or they're people that are on the go all the time, right? A lot of people don't go to Menards to go grocery shopping. Yes, Menards has some grocery products, but they don't go there to go grocery shopping. So you have to think about the data and the customer here in the sense that, well, what kind of person goes to Menards anyways? Well, they're the construction people, they're the woodworkers, they're the do-it-yourselfers, the people that need to pick up a light bulb, they're the people that need to pick up some paint to do some painting in their bedroom over the weekend. You know, they're the people that need landscaping materials, gardening supplies, things like that. So it kind of makes sense here that construction spending is so powerful in the upside. But what's interesting here is our intercept. Remember what I said about intercept. If these were 0, we would be selling 26,000 units. So when you have a high intercept like this in relationship to the actual values, which were the observations over here, like look at this. If we were to take this divided by this, our intercept is approximately 67%, and it goes higher. Whoops. So didn't do my absolute cell reference. Like it's about 67 down to 50%. It's about half. So you have to ask yourself, is this an error in the formula? Is that because this p-value is really high? It could be. It could very well be. This p-value pretty high. It could very well be. R squared, not good. So a couple of things could happen here. I would like to see this intercept be as low as possible because I want the coefficients to speak for themselves, right? I don't want 50% or 67% of the volume to be by default by the fact that the intercept is so high, right? So what this is leading me to suspect, okay, is that perhaps this data is seasonal. So then here's what you would do. You would take this, and we're just doing a real quick visual here. I'm going to go, and I'm going to grab just a column chart. Doesn't matter how pretty it is, those kinds of things. I'm going to put it in the black here because it's against the whole white of a spreadsheet. Expand it. What are you seeing here? Hopefully you're seeing that there's kind of repeating patterns, but what we also see here, if I can insert an object, over here, you can see that the highs are getting higher, except for at the end there. There's something going on there. Right? You can see that, but you can also see that the lows, are starting to get a little higher as well. Okay? Not quite to the detail, but you can start seeing that the business is improving. Something going on there, maybe a new trend perhaps, but business is improving here. But there's also this repeatable pattern over and over and over again here. Right? Got a repeatable pattern. It just keeps repeating here. Right? Over and over again. There it is. There it is again. There it is again. There it is again. There it is again. So if I just bring this down a little bit, and I know you can't see the 12 there, it's looking like there is an annual series of events that keep occurring. So guess what that means, folks? That means you're going to want to look into seasonality by quarter or by month. Okay? So we're going to talk about setting that up next.